surrounding area. Tiger Talk is brought to you by...
And Tiger Talk this morning brought to you by Strain Beans Coffee House on Lower Main in Princeton. Hancock's Neighborhood Market at Commerce Street in Katie's. Delicious homemade goodness and Perry's Floors and more. And a very good morning at 5 minutes now past the hour. It's Wednesday, and that means it's our Wednesday Extension program. I have the pleasure of welcoming FNEP Assistant Joni Phelps from the University of Kentucky Extension Office out on 62 West. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Ty?
I'm just wonderful. What do we know good today besides that it's just raining?
It is raining. That's it's just raining is what it's doing. So.
I don't know why it's being ornery.
Is it being ornery?
There you
this
go.
morning?
I got it. You just kind of have to knock it around from every now and then.
Maybe it was because I had it too far away too.
Well,
so.
it's okay. Well, how are you? I mean, you come out. It's we got a flash flood. Watch all the way through Saturday. Tell us, appreciate you coming out. Tell us about all the great stuff going on out there at the office.
All right. Well, one of the big programs that's fixing to start back up again is it's going to be a hands-on nutrition workshops that I offer. And our first one, we try to have one in January and February, but the weather
did not cooperate.
Did not cooperate. So hopefully this one in March is going to go off with a bang and have lots of new participants to come out and enjoy, learning about nutrition, but also having hands-on with it. We're going to be talking about My Plate.
I like that. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes. My Plate is so important, for our everyday lives and
nutrition.
Nutrition. And if you don't know what My Plate is, it's the food groups that the USDA recommends as far as how the foods that we need to eat out of these different food groups. And there's 5 of them. There used to be 6. Many years ago, when I first started,
food pyramid,
the old food pyramid, yes, and so.
But I think researchers and they eventually learned that maybe that wasn't the best. I mean, they kind of tweaked that, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. And then they come up with My Plate, and then they actually change it every 5 years, just because they find out new research, of what our body needs and different things. But they actually didn't change it this last time. They just tweaked it a little bit and said we needed a little bit more of certain things, so they kept it My Plate. So for the last actually 8 years, it's been My Plate. Yes. So
let's talk a little bit about My Plate and the specifics of My Plate.
Okay.
And basically, let's see if we can paint a picture of it over there.
Okay.
So basically, you're looking down at your dinner plate.
Yep, it is a plate.
A standard dinner plate.
Yes.
And then let's start up here at 12 and 1 o'clock. Basically, it's divided into 4 areas.
It is.
And so you have your grains from, say, 12 to 3, something like brown rice or something healthy grain.
Yes.
Right?
And you want half your grains whole wheat grains.
Yeah, whole wheat.
Whole wheat.
Okay. And then from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, you want a piece of protein.
Yes.
And that could be pork, chicken, fish, tofu, I guess. But
yeah, and it is tofu is considered even black beans.
Yeah, black beans, just something high in protein. I don't know what the gram content would be, and then let's start from 6 o'clock, go to 9 o'clock, and you want that vegetables.
Yes.
And then from 9 o'clock to midnight, or 12 o'clock, you are fruit. So half of your plate is fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, and actually the vegetables are more than any of the other food groups because you're needing more vegetables in your diet.
Right. So, but you want colorful reds and yellows and greens and, kind of they like the rainbow vegetables,
yes,
don't they?
Absolutely. You need your dark green vegetables, your orangey vegetables, and they're like, well, what's them? But there are like your sweet potatoes, your orangey far as peppers.
Yes.
And so there's all different kinds of.
And shall I say it? Kale.
Kale, yeah.
But it's delicious if it's done right. People think, oh, man, that's tough, kind of like you're eating. But it's good stuff if you cook it right.
If you do. Well, that's about like turnips. My mom cooked turnips for years.
I'd run out of the house when they were cooking
turnips. The smell of them just turned my stomach.
It's like, man, do we have a sewer line break?
Yeah. But I tell you what, when I started this job, I always tried to practice what I preach, and I took a turnip to a preschool, and actually I took it raw. And if you like radishes, it tastes a whole lot like radishes. Yeah, and they're really good. I prefer them raw.
They're good for you too, aren't
they are good for you. So
yeah, cooked turnips, man. That's
yeah.
That's pretty rough. My mama used to cook those, and I mean, like I said, me and my brother would be running between that and sauerkraut. You run out of the house. I love this. I love them. I love sauerkraut now. I'm not sure about the turnips yet.
Yeah. So I mean, even if you're not so sure about the vegetables, try. You need to at least try them. And if you hadn't tried them in a long time, try them again. So.
And this is what our government.
This is what
says, hey, this is how we should be eating for maximum nutrition and health.
That is correct. And it's all research-based information, about my plate and what the USDA is telling us, how much we need to eat out of it, the portion control of it, and, based off from our calories that we intake each day, and if you don't know how many calories you need, you can get on myplate.gov. Yeah. And it's based off from 3 things, based off your age, gender, and your physical activity. And, not only just based off, 2,000 calorie diet. Everybody's different,
Exactly.
So not everybody needs a 2,000 calorie diet.
Sure. A lot of it depends on your activity level. And there are a lot of things. Of course, most of us now with our smartphones or whatever, there are, if you're using Fitness Pals or
yes.
Your watches that sync or, with your phone, you pretty much know about your BMI and all that stuff, but there are folks that still don't, that understand that concept or at least can. But they're easy formulas and they're figured for you, basically.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, and if you still don't know how to do it, and you're curious on how, what your calories are and everything, you can call, and I can help you figure that out.
Yeah,
so.
And that's very helpful when you're just trying to either get healthier or lose a little weight. It's a simple calculation, and most of us have phones now. You can punch it right in, and it sort of helps you with that. But this my plate I think is always it's made this a whole lot easier. The thinking is pretty much gone. All you basically have to do is just put these items on your plate with the categories, and you're getting a good, nutritious, balanced meal.
Yes, because it is. I mean, it's a plate. You look at your plate, you divide it into 4 sections, and then over to the side you've got your dairy as well. But
and we
but it's a plate. Instead of like a pyramid like it used to be. I mean, it was helpful, but this is so much. I'm a visual person, so
exactly.
I have to look at it and say, okay, well, I got to have fruits and vegetables on one side, grains and protein on another, and then for my drink or even my snack is, a dairy. So I have to look at it.
Slice of cheese or some glass of milk or something like that. And, of course, this hands-on nutrition workshop is going to be pretty cool because you're going to be giving information that follows this My Plate. So what you prepare, I think when people show up, then – they'll have a hands-on demonstration. They'll be able to get right in there.
Yes.
But then they will have that mindset where every time they're cooking a meal, it makes it comply with My Plate.
Well, and it makes you more aware of what you're eating, how much you're consuming of that food. The information just kind of ties along, if you're, like you said, if you're trying to get healthy in that, and and they're going to be able to cook our recipe that we're going to talk about that goes right along with these food groups. It's lots of great information that's going to be out there. And not only that, they go away with great food, number one, and then also far as giveaways.
Yeah, it's always fun to hang out at the Extension office. Now, this is going to be on March 12th at 5:30.
Yes.
Is that a Monday night, I think?
It is a Monday night.
Monday night.
Yes.
And that's out at the Extension office, and you need to call and register by March the 9th.
Yes.
That's 365-2787. They like to prepare to see how many folks are going to come. But this is a really, if food's kind of a mystery or you're trying to change things, in your diet, this is a good place to start. And also, there's always great tips from the folks at the Extension office as far as your food dollar as well.
Yes.
And it helps you really maximize your food dollar when you're shopping like this and you're trying to implement this into your lifestyle, because this is a lifestyle change.
Oh, absolutely. It is a choice. It is a lifestyle change. It's not a diet,
Right.
I don't like that word diet because it's,
a lot of stigma to it, and there's all kinds of stuff out there that
you've got to make life changes.
It's temporary.
It
diet's
is
temporary, but this is basically a permanent way of eating.
Yes. And it's just got, being able to know what that is, and it just works out really good in that. Just want to say real quick that I have to have 5 participants to sign up before, so I can offer this class. If I do not have the 5 participants, I will have to cancel. So, but just wanted to throw that out there. So if you have never been to any of my programs, I encourage you to come or call and talk to me, and I can tell you more information about this program. But, it's going to be offered once a month. We're going to do different topics. We're going to cook, our foods and that. So it's going to be another great program.
Well, you guys do a fantastic job, and especially in getting this information out there. Now, I want to talk about something that you had Monday.
Yes.
It's a recipe review, something new you all tried, and I think you're going to try it again at some point. But just want to talk about that for a second, because it's a fun thing to where you all at the Extension office are preparing a recipe, a healthy recipe, and you need samplers. You want to get everybody's opinion.
We need feedback about these recipes that we're offering. Yes.
Right. And I know you had several sign up. Some weren't able to make it, but you made a skillet enchilada, okay? And all you're requesting is people reserve their spot. They can come out and they get a nice portion of this. I mean, a regular size portion. It's not like it's a big feed where you're going to belly up to a buffet and tear it up, but you're going to get a nice portion of whatever you're cooking. And I think you made a little dessert, too,
I actually did. I actually fixed one of our plated up recipes to go right along with our calendar recipe, and I made a blackberry and peach crumb, and it was fantastic.
Yes.
So both of the recipes was.
I'm sure they were. So be listening for the next recipe review at our Extension office, because they want your participation. They're going to be making a dish, and you get to sample it and give them feedback of what you think about it. If you like it, of course, you can take the recipe card home with you and prepare this for your family. And it's a really good thing. And you're probably going to try that again sometime in the future.
Yes, we'll have one next month. I do not have. I should have wrote down the date, but I just. We'll be getting that information out really soon. I can tell you what we're going to be preparing for next month. So one of the recipes, anyway, we'll have another recipe, but for the calendar recipe, it's going to be chowder made easy.
Chowder. So will it be any kind of chowder? Is it more like clam chowder? Or?
It has actually got a codfish.
Codfish
chowder.
Oh, man, that's
chowder.
Good. Fish chowder's great.
Yeah, and it looks like a really good recipe. I have not personally tried it just yet. I'm going to in the next couple of days or so, but it looked like a really good recipe. And
sounds good. And winter's kind of winding down. That'll hit the spot, and you can. But fish chowder is light enough. You can have that really all times of the year. And some people go, I don't eat soup and it's warm. But sometimes a good old bowl of soup. I mean, who doesn't like chili? Sometimes in the summertime, I eat it. Yeah,
I do. I eat it year round.
I do
so
too.
I get in the. Excuse me. I want it.
Shoot, yeah.
So that's about like
that
vegetable
sounds delicious.
soup.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
It's a good rainy day for it too.
Oh man, today it would hit the spot. That cod chowder would hit the spot on a day like today.
No doubt. And we're going to have another recipe with this one. So
be listening for your chance to go out there and sample this. That's coming up, and that'll be in March, correct?
That will be in March. That is correct. And it's free. It is free for anybody that wants to come and participate. You don't have to stay the whole time. You can come on your lunch break. We're going to be there from 11:30 to 12:30. Come, eat, leave. You don't have to stay there. So it's just a come and go kind of thing.
That's awesome. So what else? Have we missed anything? I know you got lots of things going on, lots of planning. There's always something going on out of our extension
have
office.
So much planning going on right now, but them are the main things that I've got going on,
right.
And so we're just listening for new things coming up.
And if you're out there listening and you have questions about nutrition, if you have questions about, it can be confusing to go to the grocery store. If you're trying to read labels even, Joni can help you with that. I mean, she can help you break down, how to read a food label to say your doctor says, hey, you're getting too much you need to cut back on your sodium. You're thinking, well, how do I do that? What can I eat? Joni can help you with those kind of things.
Yes.
And she encourages folks to call 365-2787. That's how you reach her for lots of information, especially when it comes to nutrition, eating, stretching your food dollar. Joni's there to help you, as are all the agents at the University of Kentucky Extension Office out on 62 West. We have Shane Bogle, agent for Agriculture and Natural Resources. We have Ashley White, who's our agent for Family Consumer Science. We have Joni, who's our FNET assistant. And, of course, we have our 4-H agent, Rhonda Jewell. So a staff out there that is wanting to help you, and if you have any questions, there's a wealth of knowledge out there that's all research-based, and they'll be glad to help you. And wonderful volunteers as well.
Yes, absolutely. Come see us if you have any kind of questions when it comes to nutrition or all the things that Ty just mentioned. So,
all right. Well, we're looking forward to the chowder coming up in March.
Yes.
And anytime you have something that you need to get out, we'll be here to throw it out there on the air for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Ty.
All right, Joni. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
That's going to wrap up our extension program on this Wednesday here on your hometown radio station, WPKY. It's 20 minutes past the hour. My thanks to Joni Phelps. She's the FNEP assistant at the University of Kentucky office out on US 62 West. Give them a call anytime, 365-2787. They'll be glad to help you if you need information, really just about anything here in the county. That's what they're there for. Thank you so much for joining us on Tiger Talk this morning, and have a good day. Stay dry, everybody.
House in downtown Princeton specializes in made-to-order